Welcome, and this is the Grassroots Education and Entertainment Network, your number one source of information, education, and entertainment. For honest, responsible, and dependable information, we stand supreme. To stay focused, inspired, and relaxed, choose green.
Herbal, and welcome to the traditional Herbal Health Show. And I would open the show with this Iba. Open Nifun Olorun, Iba Olodumare, Oba Ajiki, Mojiloni, Moogun Meriaye, Iba Ila Orun, Iba Iwo Orun, Iba Ariwa, Iba Gusu, Iba Oba Igbalie, Iba Orun Oke, Iba Baba, Iba Yeye, Iba Atiwo Orun, Iba She Igungun Kiki Igungun, Iba She Ori, Ori Inu, Ipori Atiwo Orun, Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. All right, today's show, I want to discuss something called the mineral relativity wheel. All right, now that is a little bit of a secret. All right, the reading that I'm going to do concerning the mineral relativity wheel is from a book written by Dr. Laila Africa. All right, many may not know who he is. I had the privilege of meeting this gentleman probably like about 25 years ago. He is now among the ancestors. He died a couple of years ago. But he has been one of the foremost authority on African traditional medicine. Like Dr. Sebi, his approach to studying and understanding traditional medicine and herbal medicine was one where he took it from an African base. Okay, he studied most of the indigenous African medicine while he traveled during his stint in the military. All right, he was a military doctor before he became a traditional doctor. All right, now our body has many minerals that can be found in the earth. And these minerals aid in the functioning, the effective functioning of all of our bodily system as well as our organs. All right. Mineral relativity wheel. Mineral works in ratio relationships with each other. To identify the minerals that work together, pick a mineral and then look for the longest and shortest lines connecting to another mineral. For example, if calcium is to be utilized properly in the body, it must be in relationship with manganese, all right, and magnesium. If calcium is cooked, it becomes coarse and too hard and partially unusable in the body. This decreases the efficient use of manganese and magnesium because the mineral ratio is violated. All right, now this principle that is from this here called the mineral relativity wheel, what this wheel does is this wheel shows you the relationship of minerals to each other. he mentions in this book that minerals has to be taken in particular ratios in order for them to be useful to the human body. Now, the concept of the mineral relativity wheel is something that has been observed in science. This principle is simply taken from the fact that most foods that occur in nature, within those foods, whether it be a vegetable or a fruit or a grain or a seed, all of the nutrients that are important for that food to be assimilated and used by the body is present in that particular food. Again, whether it be fruit, vegetable, or grain. All right. So nature has provided the correct balance and ratio of minerals, vitamins, and nutrients that would occur in any fruit or vegetable naturally. So, with this means whenever we prepare or we use any of these natural occurring foods, our body could readily assimilate and utilize the foods. Now, this is one of the reasons why most people who promote natural health, they would tell you that the less heat you could apply to the food that you're about to consume, it's the better it is in terms of retaining its nutrients. Whenever food is exposed to high temperatures, to extreme heat, and instant changes in temperature, like through things like frying, what happens is most of the nutrients in these substances are destroyed. All right. So, what I'm going to do before I close off this interesting subject on mineral relativity, I would give maybe about 3 or 4 examples of very essential minerals that we use quite a bit so that you will have an idea if you're trying to get a mineral supplement, what other minerals must be present in that supplement in order for the particular mineral that you're targeting to be absorbed into your system. And before I do this, I want to speak on one other subject that is related to mineral and vitamin absorption into the human system. And this fact is that most of the minerals that are available in the pharmacies and through health stores and health suppliers tend to be what is referred to as isolates. What is an isolate? An isolate is an extracted single mineral or trace element or substance from a food that possessed a range of minerals and vitamins to bring about that natural balance. So sometimes you may go into the pharmacy, you may ask for an iron supplement, and in that supplement, it's only iron. And that source of iron may have been extracted from some food source or some plant source alone, leaving everything else behind. So, as a result of that, that single mineral by itself, if you attempt to use it, it is going to be very difficult for your body to utilize it without the presence of other essential minerals. All right. So now I'm going to actually read from the relativity wheel a main mineral and the supporting minerals that are needed for that particular mineral to be absorbed and assimilated into a human body. All right. And one more thing I'm going to add before I read that again. Because of the way our body utilizes food products, it is always wise whenever one is going to purchase any supplement, that one should consider having these supplements from a plant base or a natural plant base. All right, from a natural source. All right, this common mineral called iron is a mineral that lots and lots and lots of people use as a supplement. All right, for iron to be properly absorbed into the human body, right, one must have zinc accompanying that iron. One must have manganese in order to absorb that iron. And one must also have copper. So, for the proper assimilation of iron, one must also have, together with that supplement, both zinc and copper. All right. Let me choose two more that is used quite a bit. All right. The next one I'm going to read out is calcium. Calcium is a supplement that lots of people use because of calcium deficiency. All right. If you're going to get a calcium supplement, it should contain manganese. It must also contain magnesium. It must also contain zinc. And it must also contain fluorine. All right. This chart does not give you the proportion, but it most definitely tells you which other minerals must accompany the mineral that you're targeting to have, maybe because of some type of imbalance or deficiency. All right. Let me see another important mineral that people normally find themselves deficient of and need to use. Potassium. All right. If you have a potassium deficiency, you most definitely will need sodium in order for that to be of any use when you use it as a supplement. All right. So, those are, in fact, today's health tip. All right. We spoke of minerals, and we also spoke of the importance of having other minerals to ensure the proper assimilation. And the example in nature that I give would be a fruit, as fruits don't only contain one mineral and one vitamin and one trace element, but they come with a combination of these things in order to ensure your body is able to assimilate and use the nutrients that are associated with that particular fruit. All right. Um, what I would do is every week on the show, I would attempt to discuss something that is not too complicated, but something that is important for our health. All right. Last week, we did a subject that was also important, which has to do with digestion. It had to do with the chewing of food. All right. Before that, we also did something related to the bowels and different things. So we're trying to stay in the vein of very simple tips that one can use in order to maintain natural and balanced health. All right. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell us or tell you, the viewers, about other educational opportunities. The African Indigenous Tradition Society have classes every Tuesday, Ifa Orisha classes at 5 p.m. at the Barataria Community Center. This is at 6th Avenue opposite the recreational ground. Again, this is every Tuesday at 5 p.m. All right. Now, today's show is the traditional herbal health show, which is held at between 5 and 5:30 every Sunday. We also have the Ifa Bemero show every Wednesday at 5:30 p.m., where we teach the Ifa Orisha basics. On a Friday at 6:30 p.m., we have the Ifa Orisha Tradition Community Discussion show at 6:30 p.m. We offer virtual classes in astrology every Wednesday at 6:30 p.m. and etymology classes every Friday also at 5 p.m. All right. Beside these educational opportunities, I would now tell you where you can actually view on social media, on Facebook in particular, where these streams can be seen. The streams can be viewed at the Grassroots Education and Entertainment Network, also on the IFA Orisha Tradition Discussion Group, on the IFA Orisha Tradition Teaching Group, on the IFA Orisha Community Congress, on the IFA Bemero Home of IFA Orisha Tradition, on the Traditional Herbal Health Network International, on the IFA Orisha Institute of Sacred and Divine Sciences, as well as on the African Indigenous Tradition Community. It could be viewed on the Orisha Baptist Teaching Moments, on the Orisha Baptist Small and Medium Business Alliance. It could also be viewed on Eonti's Diasporic Venture. Beside us streaming on Facebook, we also have a YouTube channel where many videos like these could be viewed. The name of the YouTube channel is the Ifa Bemero, Home of Ifa Orisha Tradition. All right. And with that, I would like to thank you all for taking the time off to view the traditional herbal health show. And I would like to invite you to like, share, and subscribe to the Ifa Bemero Home of Ifa Orisha Tradition. All right. And with that, I would like to say, Odabo.